What up, boys? Yo, what's up, guys? I know I streamed for a while earlier, but we got a lot of baseball games starting in like 20 minutes. So I figured we might as well check out the board, see if there's anything to do. I don't know why I stayed in Indy today. It's fucking raining. Should have gone home to Virginia, but I didn't. So if you hear any background noise, again, there's a Pride Festival. The rain kind of shut everyone up, but who knows? Maybe they'll come back. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? Let's see the board. How hype are you for football season being around the corner? I'm very hyped for football season. I love football season. Football season is probably the best time of year. Honestly, I am really going to miss the NBA, though. I mean, I really will miss the NBA. What's nice about the NBA is there's just games every day. Football on a Tuesday. I mean, I love football season, though. But let's get in some plays. Is there some value on Underdog Fantasy? Honestly, there's some value everywhere. So let's build a play. On Underdog, 6-pick entries are optimal, mathematically optimal. So ideally, we can get in a 6-pick entry. But we'll see. So the first play I'm going to go with is Drew under 1.5 walks. You know, Underdog fixed payouts. Shit, dude. I just closed the tab. Anyways, let's get it back going. So you can see here, checks out from a value perspective on Underdog. Take his over, under. You're going to get the same payout regardless. Every sportsbook has his under, heavily favored. So that's the play we want to be on. So I got 3 picks so far. We did a ton of Dabble slips earlier. But let's see if we can get in a 6-pick entry, because that is the best type of slip. Also, I locked in both these plays on DraftKings. Sagano over 2.5 earned runs, as well as Kershaw under 4.5 strikeouts. So if you use DraftKings, this is a really solid play. I mean, they're the only book giving you plus money, and every other fucking book has Kershaw's under heavily favored. Also, it's a crossed market. So this is just the odds jam arbitrage tool. So it's a crossed market. So obviously, if you can get Kershaw's, over at plus money on one book, his under at plus money on a second book, one of the two bets has to be plus EV. But regardless, there's a lot of value. So let's get in some plays. So you can see Bet Online has Sly's takedown line. They got his over heavily favored. But let's get going. So I got 3 picks so far. There's UFC, MLB value, and then there's a ton of esports value. Super inefficient betting market. The problem with esports on Underdog, again, I know I've said this before, but they just they bump things kind of fast. So if you want to get this play locked in, try to be ready to go. 6-pick entry on Underdog. You want to run it as a flex play. So if you kind of go through, the math behind this, it's the best slip type on Underdog. I mean, so again, I'll try to give people a sec to build it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not really bumping things super fast today. About to go to a bomb shelter. Give me the best Fliff bets. What's up, Rec Rap? How you doing, bro? Our Commanders are goated. Yeah, they are. Happy LA Kings Day, y'all. What do you mean LA Kings Day? So you can see, unfortunately, they already added a multiplier on Drew. So I'm going to find a replacement pick real quickly. Damn. That was a really good pick. I wanted to go with it, but I'm not going to be able to. However, that's okay. That is okay. So we have Burton over 10.5 points. So this is what I'm going to replace with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On Underdog, they limit me to a max bet size of $25, so I'm going to run that. So here we go. 6-pick entry on Underdog Fantasy. Still in Indy. Yeah, I'm still in Indy. I honestly regret staying. Yeah, I regret staying. I mean, it's just been raining all day. And if you can't hear outside, this street right here is the Pride Festival. So, I mean, the rain has made it a little quieter, but it's just been super loud. I mean, people have been screaming since like 9 a.m. For the Pride Parade or whatever it's called. But anyways, let's see about PrizePicks. There is some stuff on Dabble too. I mean, do we want to try to do a Dabble slip? I feel like we did so many Dabble plays on the previous live stream, but maybe we can do one again if people want to. We'll see. We will see. So let's try to do this PrizePicks slip. Yo, so this is a play. We ran this on Dabble. We ran this on Dabble earlier. Game starts in like 12 minutes, so I'm going to try to move quickly. So Acuna over 1.5 bases. He's been absolutely goated since he came back. Yo, what's up, Miller Time Locks? How you doing? Is it almost Miller time? Probably a good idea. I have nothing to do tonight. I can just get a 6-pack of Miller Lights and my day will be perfectly fine. So Acuna, over 1.5 bases. This looks great on PrizePicks. All the books, have his over heavily favored. But let's keep it rolling. So, I like that. We have Sanchez. Fliff has this over as a -160 favorite. This seems pretty solid. Sanchez, over in strikeouts. Again, like these Demons and Goblins are horseshit. McDavid to score tonight. I don't have a bet on that. I don't know, man. Who should we bet on for the Stanley Cup? I'll look at the odds in a sec, actually. But again, we have a lot of baseball games starting in a minute, so let me try to lock in. Dude, I don't know what. I honestly have no idea what PrizePicks is doing here. This play has been available. So here are the first 3 picks. I'm going to try to build a 5-pick flex play. So here are the first 3 picks. But we have Lusa over 2 takedowns. So you can see most of the books have the takedown line at 2.5. If he has 2, obviously we'll push. And BetOnline is, known to be a pretty sharp book, especially for UFC. If you kind of like, whatever, back test it, go through the data. BetOnline has him as a massive favorite, -175 to go over 2 takedowns. So we could do some UFC in this slip, but is that what we want to do? Do we want to do UFC? Honestly, yes, we do. We do. So I'm finishing this slip. This is PrizePicks. Cody Durden, over 1.5 takeouts, and then I'm going to take downs, and then I'm going to round out the play with an esports pick. Fuck, dude. So they just bumped the line, or they locked the line on Drew, which is really annoying. So they bumped the line on Drew. Here's the first 3 picks. Beautiful. And then here's the next ones. So you could, you could just run this as a, damn, dude. There's a lot of possibilities here. I'm just thinking. So I'm going to replace it. I mean, again, I know we already ran that on Underdog, but Underdog already bumped it. They added the multiplier to it. And it's still available on PrizePicks, is Drew under 1.5 walks. So I'm going to run a 6-pick flex play. Unfortunately, not really getting correlation value here. But, right, we got the first 3 picks. It's over 2 takedowns. First 3 picks, they're beautiful. Overs, and then here's the next 3. There is some good esports value. So, again, just off the optimizer, I got this beautiful little Esports play. Tension under 10. You can see every other book has him at 9.5. Hot Streak, which is a book that actually like specializes in esports. They not only have the line lower, they have his under heavily favored, like juiced. He's favored to go under, so this seems solid on PrizePicks. Can somebody put the link in the Twitch chat? PrizePicks, like I used to be able to share links. Go. Come on, take the bet. So there we go. The nice thing, too, of running PrizePicks 6-pick flex plays, so, like, I lost the ability, I guess, to share links. The nice thing about running a 6 flex on PrizePicks is because we have Lusa over 2, if this pushes, if he has exactly 2 takedowns, it'll go down to a 5 flex. And 6-pick flex plays and 5-pick flex plays are, like, whatever, the best type of slip on PrizePicks. So, you know, whereas if we ran a 5-pick flex play and Lusa, you know, then it'll go down to a 4-pick flex play, but 4-pick flex plays are worse than 5-pick flex plays. Yo, what's up, Katie? Damn, I got my girlfriend in the live stream chat. Thank you, Vinny Curry, for posting this in the chat. Again, I posted it in the YouTube chat as well, if you want the link to the PrizePicks play. What up, Katie? Katie, what are you up to? What are you up to, girl? Unfortunately, Katie did not want to come to Indianapolis to go to the NBA Finals. So, it is what it is. But let's see. What other books do we want to do? What books? Fliff, FanDuel, Dabble, Rebet. I don't know. Let's see. Again, there's a ton of value on DraftKings, too. We went through a bunch of plays on the previous stream. Like again, this play on Kershaw, it's been available for like 2 hours, which is ridiculous because it's super good. You're getting plus money, plus 100. So you just got to win, 50% of your bets at plus 100 to break even. Every book, we're getting underdog odds, and every other book has Kershaw's under as a massive favorite, and it's crossed with no vig. I feel like DraftKings they haven't really bumped their odds at all today. Oh, shit. Yo. So let's get in a Fliff bet. Fliff, unfortunately, they've been bumping things pretty quickly. Pick 6 has a 30% UFC boost for tonight. Oh, I did promise I would look at Pick 6. So let's go to the MLB quick. I mean, again, if you want to run this, try to get it locked in as quickly as possible. Where is it? Where's the Blue Jays game? Blue Jays. Plus 1.5 at minus 150. You can see the market is crossed. So you could just arbitrage bet this. Granted, it's not a huge arbitrage bet. Let me make sure the game hasn't started. Nope, game has not started. Whoa. Dude, no way. Did Fliff cut down their max betting size? It used to be $1,000. You could bet. Now it's only saying $500. I'm sick, awful cold. I'm sorry. You were my inspiration to DoorDash a smoothie. She went out with her other BF. She's out with her other BF right now. We miss D-Boy Curry. Alex, when are you going to get married? Anyways, I'm getting this locked in. The game's about to start, so if you want to run it, run it. If you want to run it, run it. I'm going to hit the Pride Festival in maybe 30 minutes. Oh, maybe the betting limit on Fliff was lower because the game's about to start and it's like already marked as live even though the pitch hasn't been thrown. How do you drink your coffee? Cream and sugar. Always cream and sugar. I don't know how people drink coffee just raw. I don't know how you guys raw dog coffee. Dude, this play, if you want a home run bet for tonight, well, yeah. I mean, we hit Olsen on the previous live stream. FanDuel had a shit ton of promos. Right now, I can get $300 though. This is Olsen, Matt Olsen to hit a home run. FanDuel is crossed with no vig. You know, one of the two bets has to be plus EV. And, I mean, it just ridiculous value, right? The average line is plus 256. We're getting plus 330, bruh. We're getting plus 330. You can see Circa's market, plus 300, minus 365. So what you can do is just like devig it, remove the vig. Fair value would be plus 314. We're getting plus 330. Also, Olsen's been hot, bro. Win Festival, Alex. We support your decision. Don't lie to us. You've already been down there a few times. Maybe honestly, I did want to go out. I thought about going out to the Pride Festival earlier to film some content. Maybe talk to some people about sports betting, but it started raining, so I went back inside. I put on a Pacers jersey. Yo, so Sleeper, they have some profit boosts on Sleeper. I mean, again, almost always these multiplier boosts are just trash, but we can see. I mean, maybe today is different. Maybe they'll be good today. My gut tells me it's horrible. So they have Sam Bennett to score as a 2.75x payout. So 2.75x. Again, I don't know why they do this, but they put their odds in decimal format. So 2.75 means they have him at plus 175. You're betting 100 to win 275, 175 in profit, which is horrible. Like, dude, it should be fucking illegal to call this a promo. They make it seem like they're doing you a favor, but you can see other sports books have this at plus 200, a 3x payout. So both of the boosts are horrible. I haven't used this WNBA protected pick. When should I start drinking? Dude, I'm going to wait 52 minutes. I really try. Never. Even yesterday when it's like the NBA Finals, I try to never drink before 5 p.m. because it's a bad habit. God damn, bro. There is some pick six value. So if you haven't used the pick six discount, I would pair, they have a discount on Devers. I would pair Devers with LeMahieu to get a single. Not a ton of value, but the play on Devers is a promo and it's actually really good. And you can see every buck, has his over him to get a single pretty heavily favored. But what were we talking about? Oh, Sleeper. So let's do Sleeper. If you haven't already used the WNBA protected pick, this is for you. Again, Sleeper, in general, I don't bet on it that much, although sometimes there's actually decent value. So maybe we can actually run a full Sleeper slip today, because here you can see you have a locked market. You can get Grisham over at plus 111, under at minus 111. So one of those two plays has to be plus EV. But what was I saying? So actually, if you weren't on the previous stream, they have a 50% profit boost, which, by the way, we hit our 50% profit boost yesterday. Clark hit 6 threes. Damn it. Still, Caitlin Clark apparently had 6 threes. We weren't on her under, but we also weren't on her over. Pick 6 had a promo on her, but it wasn't good. It was a horrible promo, so I didn't even bother running it. Dude, what the fuck? So we need a WNBA play. So let me go here. So we're on Kayla Thornton, okay? And then this is what I'm going to run. It's a protected play. It's only $5, but I mean, whatever, dude. $5 is $5. You lose, you get your money back. I like when I get my money back. Yo, check out this picture of me and Jaden Daniels, also known as my best friend. He was so happy to meet me, dude. He was like, oh my God, I follow your bets all the time. I love when you bet on the Commanders. And I was like, yeah, man. I've seen you play ball a little bit. Yo, should we do it looks like they bumped the play on Trent Grisham. Judge boost is good actually on Sleeper. Someone thinks the Aaron Judge boost is good. So, Sleeper, kind of trash sportsbook because they charge a literal ass ton of fucking juice. But, let's see. So they have Aaron Judge bases at a 1.9 payout. So that's like minus 110 odds. You're betting 100, minus 111. You're betting 100 to win 90. So is that any good? Let's see. Do I think it's good? MLB player bases. Let's take a look at Aaron Judge. Can you do an underdog streak? I lost underdog streaks. But you can take any of these picks and you can run 2 of them in a streak. Streaks are actually... Yo, so you're actually right. This does seem pretty solid. So Sleeper has Judge at about minus 110 with the promo. DraftKings has him minus 140. Most of these sports books have his, over. So if you look at the DVIG'd line, if you take a weighted average of every sports book, that's what the OddsJam Algo Odds does, and you DVIG the market, it would be minus 118. We're getting minus 110, so that actually is a solid play. And let me show you what I'm going to pair it with. Yo, check it out. Is Durin? Yo, how do you pronounce this guy's last name? Under 1.5 strikeouts. How much can you bet this for? $10. So again, I guess this multiplier boost is actually somewhat decent. Should I run Usman discount? I ran the Usman discount. It's Duran. Interesting. Straight people matter. Plot twist. Alex is the one running the Pride event. You never know, man. Maybe. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But what the fuck is going on right now? Okay. So here's another decent play on DraftKings. This actually looks ridiculous. Arbitrage, crossed market. So you could bet both. Granted, it would be tiny. You could bet the over on DK, the under on Novig, guarantee a profit. I mean, you can see here, Caesars, FanDuel, like all these other books have Kayla Horton or over as a much bigger favorite. We're having trouble verifying your location. Verify that shit, bro. Should we do a pick 6 play? Yo, should we do a DraftKings pick 6 play? For the NBA. People are asking about UFC. I don't really see UFC value available, so he's Duran. We just call him Slur Boy. So this is not good, by the way. The Devers promo on DraftKings pick 6, that's good. That is not good. Ohtani boost is trash. Ohtani boost is trash. It is absolute trash. So, I don't know. Pick 6, it used to be all their promos were good. Now they're definitely being a little bit of assholes, it seems like, with some of them. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can put something together. Obviously, if you're like me, you're pretty sad that there's no NBA for 2 days. We don't have it tonight. We also don't have it Sunday. Not fun, but I don't know, man. So Jalen Williams, these two plays are positively correlated. Super strong correlation. DraftKings pick 6, they don't price in shit. I'm actually very curious to see what this is going to be like during football season, because there is no payout shifts even for golf and like correlated sports. So hopefully during football season, it's actually pretty exploitable. But you have Williams over. Oh, baby. So again, Shea, his under is heavily favored. in assists on every sports book. FanDuel has him minus 166. So let's see what we can do. So we have Chet under 9.5 rebounds. He's coming off. How many rebounds Chet have last game? Like fucking 35. Chet was going crazy, man. Chet was going crazy last game. Let's see. So again, here was the underdog play, although I assume they probably bumped it at this point. So I got 3 picks so far on pick 6. Obviously, we want to do a 6-pick entry. You need also players from 2 teams. Bro, it's honestly pretty light. Why? Nembhard under in rebounds. Miles Turner under in rebounds plus assists. I mean, this is kind of like, obviously stacking unders. Maybe a little bit of like, I don't know. I call it kind of like a blowout slip. A blowout slip. Like if the Thunder are up fucking 30 points in the third quarter, kind of like Game 7 when they were playing against the Nuggets, everybody is more likely to go under. But what were we talking about? So you have Mathurin over 12.5 PRAs. What do we think about this slip so far? What do we think about this slip so far? Is it horrible? I like the Williams-Shea combo. It would be nice if there was some rebound value so we could kind of like correlate it, but there's not. I mean, the Turner play is great. Obviously, you could just run a 2-pick entry, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't. There's just, yeah, there will probably be better value another day, so I'll throw a tiny bit of money on this. It's decent. I like the correlation on some of these, but it's nothing. There's nothing really crazy right now. I'm going to throw 100 on it. What are you talking about? Never mind. I'm not even going to be able to bet this. Add or remove picks. You've maxed out your entry fees at this level. Never mind. I'm not even going to be able to play it. Rebet tennis play. Dude, I did see this tennis play pop up on Rebet. I don't know. It probably got bumped pretty quickly, so. But, obviously seemed like pretty damn good value. Is there anything on Fliff? What do we think, man? We got any WNBA sharps in the chat? What do we think about the Valkyries plus 415? What do we think about the Valkyries? Also, this is not my apartment. I know. The decorations in this place are very interesting. Very interesting. It's just some random Airbnb in Indianapolis. So I'm going to run them plus 415. This actually seems decent if you're looking for Fliff value. Again, I'm not even... You can take a screenshot of this if you want, but I've never seen this. So it's weird because they'd let me run a 5-pick entry. So you may be like, yo, why don't you just run a 5-pick entry? And I could, but 6-pick entries. 6-pick entries on DraftKings are the best type of slip. And 5-picks are actually like, you know, not a ton worse, but they're worse. So I'm not going to run it. But you could add it in. But you could run it. You obviously could run it. But what was I going to say, man? So let's go back here and let's see if there's anything beautiful. Yo, so this play on Ramos, I mean, it keeps looking better and better. I don't know what FanDuel's doing with this up at plus 420. I mean, FanDuel, they got thousands of lines up at any given time. We're trying to zone in on picks with value, obviously. But let's see here. So Ramos plus 420 I do kind of like. FanDuel also has a 50% profit boost. No. I lied. It's not a 50% profit boost. It can go up to a 50% profit boost. They have like some bullshit promo where every leg you add to your parlay, you get an additional 10%. Something like that. Who do we like tonight, man? So, let's see. Who's winning? Yo, who are you guys betting on for the Stanley Cup? What is the price? Dude, this is literally, holy shit. This is just a straight up coin flip game. Plus 100, plus 100 on both teams. You can get either team at plus money. What do you guys think? Dude, circa, super tight market. Some books, like Bet Online, it looks like they have the Panthers very slightly favored. Panthers, series has been lit. Valkyrie down to plus 360. Alex got motion. Dude, Fliff has been... They've been bumping things, unfortunately, pretty quickly. Obviously, unfortunately. So this Ramos play is ridiculous. So if you wanted the FanDuel promo, again, you need 3 picks. You need at least 3 picks in your parlay. But it doesn't have to be MLB, I guess. So you could bet on hockey. You could bet on whatever. I don't know. Honestly, maybe I do. I literally have nothing to do today. It is kind of depressing. It's a Saturday, and I have nothing to do. I got nothing to fucking do, bro. I need a life. But let's see here. What else do we got? Load, bitch. So we got in a PrizePicks play once again. Okay, we had this pick 6 play from the previous stream. But what was I talking about? My voice is so shot. Fuck. So you need 3 picks for this FanDuel promo. 3. I do love Marte. Dude, I do feel like FanDuel, they're always offering decent value on player doubles. Plus 380, DraftKings plus 285. Like, there's always some plus EV shit there, but whatever. Let's kind of see what else there is, man. Let me lower the max odds, actually. This is too high. For the promo and kind of sometimes to find home run bets, I like to do that. But what do we think about Dobbins? Over 4.5 Ks, plus 154. No other book offering above like plus 130. Fuck it. So, Ramos, Machado, Homer, Dobbins 5+ Ks. You get a 15% boost on FanDuel. If you want to obviously get more aggressive, you could find some other picks. Also, I am on Usman plus 220. We were talking about that on the previous stream, but Ramos, Machado, home run, Dobbins, Ks. That's a sweat. That's fun. And let's put in PrizePicks, Dabble. Dude, I wish I had something to do, man. I wish. Meh. What do we think? Red Sox money line. What do you guys think about the Red Sox? Plus 155. Almost arbitrage to no vig, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. I'm going to hold off on that. Obviously, most of these MLB games have started. We could do a Dabble slip real quickly. Why not? Let's do a Dabble slip. So, the first play we have is Rob Refsnyder to get a hit. You can see here, on Dabble, it's just like PrizePicks, but, all these books have different lines from one another. We had a ton of Dabble plays earlier. There was a lot of good value on Dabble. But what I need to do is deposit more money real quick because Dabble, I actually think it just legalized. I think I saw someone tag me. They just legalized on Dabble. They just legalized Dabble in Virginia. Again, all these states have different sports books. So I wasn't able to use Dabble for a while, and now I'm able to use it again, which is obviously, a benefit. More books, more bets. So let's see. Let's go, bitch. Let me deposit money real quick. Go, go, go. Apple Pay makes everything so easy. So let's see if it took it. And then we can do a Dabble slip. And there we go. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. So the first play we have is Rob Refsnyder to record a hit. Dabble, take his over, under, same payout. All these books, they got his over, heavily favored. You're the right fielder. Dude, right fielder. Baseball, no, there's not a sport that was better as a kid than baseball. We would get 5 guys before games. Just not a serious sport. Not a serious sport. And then we have Trent Grisham to not get walked. He's gotten 1 walk the previous 5 games, but obviously. So you should be able to copy my shit directly from the app. You should be able to just hit the copy entry on Dabble and get it locked in if you want to. Apple Pay is minus EV. How much money do you need to run my sports betting accounts? Alex, thoughts on gold diggers? I don't know, man. I've never dated a gold digger. How do you identify one? I've had my girlfriend since college. Forever. What else is there, dude? Okay, I'm going to call it a day. I'll stream again tomorrow. I need to eat. I haven't done anything today except for gamble. I'm going to get some food. Maybe I'll live stream late tonight once MLB lines drop for tomorrow. Ask Katie if you lost all your money on a parlay. Oh, well, yeah. I don't think she'd be too happy. I don't think I'd be too happy if I lost every dollar I ever made on a fucking parlay. Anyways, unfortunately the NBA value kind of cleared up. There was a ton earlier when I streamed on Pick 6. One sec, actually. I am curious about NHL. How do their payouts work? The problem with Pick 6, again, is they just have weird payouts. Is this the same as NBA? Anyways, there's not enough NHL value anyways.